right. I can't finish worse than I did last year.
Me and Brad drafted back-to-back for the second straight year. Bad omen.
Bad omen indeed. And the next number out, oh, there it is
number 10.
Number 10.
Which is Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Sean.
Goodfellas.
So, Sean, fun fact about Sean, actually, I've exhausted all the fun facts. He's short and he's black, and, and I think he may want to be a stunt car driver when he gets older, but... bad joke. Sorry, Sean. But yeah, he's picking 7. I gotta say, I feel pretty good about picking behind Sean because generally Sean's drafts are terrible.
When did he pick Brett Favre in the first round?
That was 2 years ago.
Sean may pick Brett Favre in the first round again this year.
Word on the street is he's going to take Brandon Whedon with his first pick.
Oh, I heard
That's what I heard through the grapevine.
Brandon Whedon. We'll see what happens there. By the way, he was named starter of the Browns recently. Let's see, the next pick. This will be for pick number 6.
Number 14, which is Scallywags.
Scallywags, MJ.
Scallywags.
What's funny about the way this draft is going is the last year, me, Brad, Sean, and MJ all picked back to back to back to back, and again this year, almost in consecutive order.
Wow.
Terrible omen.
Terrible.
I'm feeling terrible about this.
More terrible that it happened again, or more terrible that you still remember that?
Wow, I just kind of like to keep track of what's going on. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, you and me were, switched around last year. But everything else was the same.
Interesting. Well, MJ is coming off a really bad year. He was 2-11, but the year before that he was 8-5 and did make the playoffs.
MJ's team was led by LaDainian Tomlinson last year. It was his worst. So he thought it was going to ride all the way to the playoffs. Good job. The more Jets, the better.
Next number out.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. Luke.
Eli.
Defending champion.
The defending champion. Gotta say, Luke's track record, really, I mean, last year I poked fun at him, called him warning track power because he had never quite done it. He did win last year. 26-14 over 3 seasons. Judy, what do you think about Luke getting the 5th pick?
I love it because I'm still up here.
Because Judy's
still
still up.
going for this.
And Judy, if you get the number 1 pick, who would you select?
Secret.
Just out of curiosity, Judy, last year you had the number 1 or number 2
Number
pick?
2.
And who'd you take with the number 2 pick? She took
Wah, wah, wah.
This year she's looking to take Errol Owens.
I love how the 2 that came in last place last.
Hey, take it easy, Vanna. Take it easy, Vanna.
That's true, Judy. You did do well last year in spite of your pick. You did do well, I can't lie.
Is number 13.
Number 13.
Tight Tone.
Tight Tone.
Tight Tone Malone.
Tight Tone. Actually, we should probably call Tone Tat now and just leave it at Tat. Tat would be here right now, but he's currently recording his 4th mixtape this week. Tony's got a pretty solid track record here, too. Over 500 every season. Playoffs 2 out of 3 years. Was the runner-up last year. And each year, really, Tony's been in it. Tony's 24-16 over 3 seasons. Gotta say, Tony's been pretty successful.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the guy who's picking the bingo balls. Mike was the only player in our league last year to have Randy Moss on his roster.
Hey, I gave him a spot on my roster just in case he
Mike,
decided to
take
come
a
back.
flyer out of Randy Moss.
Will I take him this year? That's the question. That is the question.
Could be valuable this year.
Maybe not.
And we got 3 picks left. Looks like we're still missing Judy, Nando, and Henri. Oh, boy.
Henri's already got the Fantasy Football for Dummies book out and ready to go. There it is.
Let's see what happens.
There he is, folks. Henri.
Number 8
is
the New York Jags. Henri will be picking 3rd. Henri just shut this video off and already has his internet open with his Fantasy Football book for Dummies.
Is he going to take MJD again?
The rumor right now is that instead of spending 19 hours analyzing defensive players, he's going to be checking out the the Jacksonville Jaguars practice squad for hidden gems.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I think he's going to go with Blaine Gabbert. What do you think about that?
Blaine Gabbert, possibly. Mike, what do you think?
I think he's going to go with MJD. Even though he hasn't shown up to camp, I still think he's going to go with MJD or Blackman.
Ooh.
He's a Jags fan.
Hey, Blackman was signed today.
So who knows?
Fact.
I don't know. Henri
True.
he can go either way, but he's a solid player, so we'll see what
And
happens.
just to make clear, nobody knows more about fantasy football than Henri does. Just want to make that very, very clear.
Fun fact, Henri's the only Jacksonville Jaguar fan that I know.
Because he may be one of 8 Jacksonville Jaguar fans in the United States. That's perfect.
Well, with the number 2 pick,
Here we go. Number 2.
which is Daddy.
it's Daddy, which guarantees...
Number 2 is...
Wow.
Well, we have to make sure that your number's still left in there, Jude, but technically you would have it. Anyway, Nando's made the playoffs the last 2 years. He's actually, 2 years ago, Nando was the champion of this league. Judy's so excited she's knocking over the draft board. So Nando's got a pretty good track record, 13-11 in 2 seasons, 1 championship, 2 playoff appearances, looking good. Go ahead and make sure the last number is Jude's.
Just show it. So
If it doesn't come out, it's not, doesn't count. Oh, there it is.
Number 5, which is the Brady Bunch.
Number 5 is the Brady Bunch. So, now what we have her here on the spot. Judy, first of all, quick one-on-one interview. How do you feel about getting the number 1 pick?
I feel good. I have a lot of choices. The floor is mine. This is all mine.
So when you say, well, I don't know, no, it's all, just the first pick is yours. The rest of them aren't. But that's okay. Who are you planning on, who are you choosing between? Let's, you know.
I don't know. I'm going to go running back first.
Oh, it's clear.
So Chris Johnson is up there.
I don't know.
So is Ahmad Bradshaw, Judy's other favorite running back.
No.
And guess what?
Then
Judy's
again,
favorite player.
Trent Richardson is also up
Judy's favorite
there.
player, Tom Brady.
Tom, we didn't even think about that.
Brady's up there.
Could Brady be your pick?
I did want him this year.
Gronkowski's up
Brady
there.
Bunch, but
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you don't pick Brady, he is not getting past number 8 where I pick. I can guarantee that. So, and again, let's just do a quick recap here. All right, number 1 will be the Brady Bunch. 2 is Daddy, gay name. 3 is New York Jags. 4 is I Need a Win. 5 is Eli Manning, another name that needs to change. 6 is Scallywags. 7 is Goodfellas. 8 is the Mismanagement. 9 is TBA, another name that's terrible. 10 is Kurtz, gotta change. 11 is Horny Goatweed, terrible name. Oscar Squad, Remix 2.0 again. Austin, we gotta start updating that number. We gotta be at least on 2.5 or something. And then 13 is Mo Cheddar. Mike, how do you feel about picking 13? No, wait, we don't care. And then 14 is Double-Sided Dildo. That would be Mike Cortez. The cool thing about Mike is we know by the time it gets to him, he will probably already be auto-picking by the time it gets to 14. He'll probably... All right, so here we go. Any final comments here?
No final comments. Ready for the
We'll let the commissioner, Jude, getting too amped. Let the commissioner.
Got the 1 pick.
Go ahead.
Guys, get your fucking fees in. All right, let me get serious here for
Just
a
for the
second.
record,
Cutting a promo.
just for the record, I paid. I was the first person paid. I'm not sure why I'm still getting these deadbeat text messages.
Brad's been taking over the deadbeat list.
Thank you.
Here, brother. Let me tell you something. All right, I need you guys to pay your fucking league fees. I can't reiterate that anymore. That I
Sean,
have
he's talking to
every
you.
Monday and Tuesday for the last 4 weeks. Sean, I actually spoke to you today, so you're cool.
Wow.
All right, and the only people that are paid thus far are myself, Brad,
What?
my brother Mike,
Yep.
Nando,
Who?
MJ,
Uh.
and I believe that's it. All right, so
But he's not sure.
there might be one more person, you know.
There might be. Kind of like how Johan Santana might have been 36 years old 12 years ago.
And
Kind of like,
Nathan Brad-
kind of like Johan Santana might have, you know,
17.
pitched a one-hitter this year. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Listen, get your league fees in, do your homework. You know your draft orders. All right. Remember, this year there's only 6 playoff teams, not 8. So the first 2 teams, which will be the 2 conference winners, will get a bye.
That's actually a good decision.
Okay.
That's probably the best decision you ever made as commissioner,
Okay. Well, look, another great decision I made this year is there's no IDPs,
which we've been.
which I'm really happy about. All right. And I know.
No Sean Witherspoon this year, baby.
No
I wanted Ray Lewis.
I know. So.
And Harry, no, you cannot pick up DeQuell Jackson this year. Cannot pick him
I'll
up.
tell you one guy you might be able to pick up, though, and that's Antonio Cromartie, who's now the number 2 receiver for the New York Jets.
Mike's picking him up.
Hey, he might. You know, those Jet fans, they get out there. The question I have is, who's taking Tim Tebow?
He was on my team last year.
Mike?
Definitely not.
Anyway,
He did pretty good for me last year.
Definitely not.
I might take Tim Tebow.
just want to close it out. Thanks, everybody. Get your fees in. Brad the cameraman, Mike the picker, Judy Vanna. We out like sauerkraut.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.